Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by J.K. Rowling. Well, also by Newt Scamander. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? An A to Z of Fantastic Beasts. A. Acromantula. M-O-N. Classification 50. The Acromantula is a monstrous 8-eyed spider capable of human speech. It originated in Borneo, where it inhabits dense jungle. Its distinctive features include the thick black hair that covers its body, its leg span, which may reach up to 15 feet, its pincers, which produce a distinctive clicking sound when the Acromantula is excited or angry, and a poisonous secretion. The Acromantula is a carnivorous and prefers large prey. The female is bigger than the male and may lay up to 100 eggs at a time. Soft and white, these are as large as beach balls. The young hatch in 6 to 8 weeks. The Acromantula eggs are defined as Class A non-tradable goods by the Department for the Regulation and Control of Magical Creatures, meaning that severe penalties are attached to their importation or sale. This beast is believed to be a wizard bred, possibly intended to guard wizard dwellings or treasure, as is often the case with magically created monsters. Beasts capable of human speech are rarely self-taught. An exception is the Jarvie. The ban of experimental breeding did not come into effect this century, long after the first recorded sighting of an Acromantula in 1794. Despite its near-human intelligence, the Acromantula is untrainable and highly dangerous to wizard and muggle alike. Rumors that a colony of Acromantula has been established in Scotland are unconfirmed. Ashwinder. MOM. Classification 30. The Ashwinder is created when a magical fire, which is any fire to which a magical substance such as flue powder has been added, is allowed to burn unchecked for too long. A thin, pale gray serpent with glowing red eyes, it will raise from the embers of an unsupervised fire and slither away into the shadows of the dwelling in which it finds itself, leaving an ashy trail behind it. The Ashwinder lives for only an hour, and during that time seeks a dark and secluded spot in which to lay its eggs, after which it will collapse into dust. Ashwinder eggs are brilliant red and give off intense heat. They will ignite the dwelling within minutes, if not found and frozen with a suitable charm. Any wizard realizing that one or more Ashwinders are loose in the house must trace them immediately and locate the nest of eggs. Once frozen, these eggs are of great value for use in love potions, and may be eaten whole as a cure for a goon. Ashwinders are found worldwide. Auguri, also known as Irish Phoenix, MMN, classification 20. The Auguri is a native of Britain and Ireland, though sometimes found elsewhere in northern Europe. A thin and mournful-looking bird, somewhat like a small and underfed vulture in appearance, the Auguri is a greenish-black. It is intensely shy, nests in bramble and thorn, eats large insects and fairies, flies only in heavy rain, and otherwise remains hidden in its tear-shaped nest. The Auguri has a distinctive low and throbbing cry, which was once believed to foretell death. Wizards avoided Auguri nests for fear of hearing that heart-rending sound, and more than one wizard is believed to have suffered a heart attack on passing a thicket and hearing an unseen Auguri wail. Uric, the oddball, is known to have slept in a room containing no fewer than 50 pet Auguries. During one particular wet winter, Uric became convinced by the moaning of his Auguries that he had died and was now a ghost. His subsequent attempts to walk through the walls of his house resulted in what his biographer Radulphus Pittman describes as a concussion of 10 days' duration. You think after trying once, you want to try again. Patient research eventually revealed, however, that the augury merely sings at the approach of rain. See Why Didn't Die When the Auguri Cried by Oliver Pugby, Little Red Books, 1824. The augury has since enjoyed a vogue as a home weather forecaster, though many find its almost continual moaning during the winter months difficult to bear. Augury feathers are useless as quills because they repel ink. B. Basilisk, also known as the king of serpents. MOM, classification 50. The first recorded basilisk was bred by Herpo the Foul, a Greek dark wizard and parcel mouth who discovered after much experimentation that a chicken egg hatched beneath the toad would produce a gigantic serpent possessed of extraordinarily dangerous powers. The basilisk is a brilliant green serpent that may reach up to 50 feet in length. The male has a scarlet plume upon its head. It has exceptionally venomous fangs, but its most dangerous means of attack is the gaze of its large yellow eyes. Anyone looking directly into these will suffer instant death. If the food source is sufficient, the basilisk will eat all mammals and birds and most reptiles. The serpent may attain a very great age. Herpo the Foul's basilisk is believed to have lived for close on 900 years. Whew, that's old. The creation of basilisks has been illegal since medieval times, although the practice is easily concealed by simply removing the chicken egg from beneath the toad when the Department for the Regulation and Control of Magical Creatures comes to call. However, since basilisks are uncontrollable except by parcel mouse, they are as dangerous to most dark wizards as to anybody else, and there have been no recorded sights of basilisks in Britain for at least 400 years. Billywig, MLM classification 30. The billywig is I'd like to say triple X, but I'm doing Roman numerals. The billywig is an insect native to Australia. It is around half an inch long and a vivid sapphire blue. Although its speed is such that it is rarely noticed by muggles and often not by wizards until they have been stung. The billywig's wings are attached to the top of its head and are rotated very fast so that it spins as it flies. At the bottom of the body is a long, thin sting. Those who have been stung by a billywig suffer giddiness, followed by levitation. Generations of young Australian witches and wizards have attempted to catch billywigs and provoke them into stinging in order to enjoy these side effects, though too many stings may cause the victim to hover uncontrollably for days on end, and where there is a severe allergic reaction, permanent floating may ensue. Dried billywig stings are used in several potions and are believed to be a component in the popular sweet, fizzing whizbees. Bowtruckle, MOM classification 20. The bowtruckle is a tree guardian, creature found mainly in the west of England, southern Germany, and certain Scandinavian forests. It is immensely difficult to spot, being small, maximum 8 inches in height, and apparently made of bark and twigs with 2 small brown eyes. Bowtruckle is one of my favorites. So cute. Bowtruckle, which eats insects, is a peaceful and intensely shy creature, but if the tree in which it lives in is threatened, it has been known to leap down upon the woodcutter or tree surgeon, attempting to harm its home and gouge out their eyes with its long, sharp fingernails. An offering of woodlice will placate the bowtruckle long enough to let a witch or wizard remove wand wood from its tree. That's crazy. Bundymun, MOM classification 30. Bundymuns are found worldwide, skilled at creeping under floor guards, and behind skirting boards they infest houses. The presence of a bundymun is usually announced by a foul stench of decay. The bundymun oozes a secretion which rots away the very foundations of the dwelling in which it is found. The bundymun, at rest, resembles a patch of greenish fungus with eyes, though when alarmed it will scuttle away on its numerous spindly legs. It feeds on dirt. Scouring charms will rid a house of an infestation of bunnymans, though if they have been allowed to grow too large, the Department for Regulation and Control of Magical Creatures, Pest Subdivision, should be contacted before the house collapses. Diluted bandamin secretion is used in certain magical cleaning fluids. Centaur. MOM classification 40. The centaur is given a 40 classification not because it's unduly aggressive, but because it should be treated with great respect. The same applies to merpeople and unicorns. The centaur has a human head, torso, and arms joined to a horse's body, which may be any of several colors. Being intelligent and capable of speech, it should not strictly speaking be termed as beast, but by its own request has been classified as such by the Ministry of Magic. See the introduction to this book. The centaur is a forest-dwelling. Centaurs are believed to have originated in Greece, though there are now centaur communities in many parts of Europe. Wizarding authorities in each of the countries where centaurs are found have allocated areas where the centaurs will not be troubled by muggles. However, centaurs have little need of wizard protection, having their own means of hiding from humans. The ways of the centaur are shrouded in mystery. They are generally speaking as mistrustful of wizards as they are of muggles, and indeed seem to make little differentiation between us. They live in herds ranging in size from 10 to 50 members. They are reputed to be well versed in magical healing, divination, archery, and astronomy. Chimera. MOM classification 50. The chimera is a rare Greek monster with a lion's head, a goat's body, and a dragon's tail. Vicious and bloodthirsty, the chimera is extremely dangerous. There is only one known instance of the successful slaying of a chimera, and the unlucky wizard concerned fell to his death from his winged horse. See below. Shortly afterwards, exhausted by his efforts, chimera eggs are classified as a grade A non-tradable goods. Chisperful. MOM classification 20. Chisperfles are small parasites up to 1/20 of an inch high, crab-like in appearance with large fangs. They are attracted by magic and may infest in the fur and feathers of such creatures as corrupts and auguries. They will also enter a wizard's dwelling and attack magical objects such as wands, gradually gnawing their way through the magical core, or else settle in dirty cauldrons where they will gorge upon any lingering portions of potion. In the absence of magic, chisperfles have been known to attack electrical objects from within. For a fuller understanding of what electricity is, see Home Life and Social Habits of British Muggles, Willem Wigworthy, Little Red Books, 1987. Chisperfle infestations explain the puzzling failure of many relatively new Muggle electrical artifacts. Though chisperfles are easy enough to destroy with any of a number of patented potions on the market, severe infestations may require a visit from the Pest Subdivision of the Department for the Regulation and Control of Magical Creatures, as chisperfles, swollen with magical substances, will prove very hard to fight. Clobert. MOM classification 20. The clobert is a tree-dwelling creature, in appearance something like a cross between a monkey and a frog. Never heard of that kind before. It originated in the southern states of America, although it has since been exported worldwide. Smooth and hairless skin is a mottled green, the hands and feet are webbed, and the arms and legs are long and supple, enabling the clobert to swing between branches with the agility of an orangutan. The head has short horns, and the wide mouth, which appears to be grinning, is full of razor-sharp teeth. The clobert family feeds mostly on small lizards and birds. The clobert's most distinctive feature is the large pustule in the middle of its forehead, which turns scarlet and flashes when it senses danger. American wizards once kept cloberts in their gardens to give early warning of approaching muggles, but the International Confederation of Wizards has introduced fines which have largely ended its practice. The sight of a tree at night full of glowing clobert pustules while decorative, attracted too many Muggles wishing to ask why their neighbors still had their Christmas lights up in June. Interesting. Krupp. MON. Classification 30. The Krupp originated in southeast of England. It closely resembles the Jack Russell Terrier, except for the forked tail. The Krupp is almost certainly a wizard-created dog, as it is intensely loyal to wizards and ferocious towards Muggles. It is great scavenger, eating anything from gnomes to old tires. Krupp licenses may be obtained from the Department of Regulation and Control of Magical Creatures on completion of a simple test to prove that the applicant wizard is capable of controlling the Krupp in Muggle-inhabited areas. Krupp owners are legally obliged to remove the Krupp's tail with a painless severing charm while the Krupp is 6 to 8 weeks old, lest Muggles notice it. Poor Krupps. Oh, okay, so the rest of the book is all about this. So, let me do this. This is how I will remember. Maybe? Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the reading, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. I have daily uploads. Much love. Have a great day.